The attacks keep coming, and therefore so does the backlash. Donald Trump was in Jamestown, Virginia today at a milestone, celebrating a milestone in American democracy. That event was boycotted by black Democratic politicians. Donald Trump's speech was then interrupted by another local politician who held up signs, including one that read, "Deport hate." So two overarching questions, really. Does Donald Trump really want this row, a row that's being defined by racism, and does it help him? We've been to Macomb County, not far from here, a place that voted for Obama and then for Trump, a place that Donald Trump knows is key to his hopes of re-election. Do you believe that he is using racially inflammatory language deliberately to grow his base?
Yes, absolutely.
And do you think it can work?
It has.
Is there any way he could be even more racist that would make you stop and take pause and think, right, I can't support this guy anymore?
I don't know. I'd have to wait and see what lines he crosses.
In Macomb County, Michigan, patriotism is in no short supply. But this is a place where American values are in dispute, an 80% white county. If President Trump is stoking racist sentiment for political gain, it'll be happening here.
And is he saying racist things, or are people taking what he says out of context and twisting it?
We were at a diner in New Baltimore, 600 miles from the mostly black city of Baltimore. The president this week called a rat-infested mess.
Back then you didn't.
We're here to meet Laurie and Robert, who run an embroidery business, and for whom that latest racism row has barely registered. Do you think that Donald Trump has said and done racist things?
Probably the way he's worded things come out that way.
Like what? What have you crossed the line?
I don't know, because I haven't really paid that much attention to it, because I can't stand that much negativity coming at me.
Is it a deal breaker for you if the president does something that's racist, says some racist things?
No, because a lot of people are thinking it. Should he be saying it? No, because he's in that higher power and he's supposed to be setting an example.
Laurie voted for Barack Obama. So did Macomb County as a whole, twice, before embracing Donald Trump. She's proof that Democrats hope that his most extreme rhetoric would alienate suburbia may be misplaced.
It's not so much about what's on the news as how our little world is going. Right now our little world is going well.
It's going to come down to the people, who's feeling it and who's not. And I see a lot of those shops getting filled back up. People are spending money.
Sure, there's racism out there, and there is a platform for that racism. It's called Donald Trump.
Around this table, nobody underestimates Donald Trump. Over tequilas and tacos, the black caucus of Macomb County's Democrats chew over their party's fortunes. And a Trump re-election strategy, they fear, is going exactly to plan. But electoral wisdom used to be that politicians, you don't say racist things, it alienates people. Isn't that still the case?
No, it empowers them, it gaslights them. It speaks to what they've always thought about people of color. And now you have someone in the highest office in the land telling them, it's okay that you feel like that because I do too.
Donald Trump is a symptom. The disease is the racism that's been in this country from the time it started. What he's saying is what a lot of people want to hear.
He says he's not a racist, and his supporters say he's not a racist. So when you read a tweet that says something like those Congresswomen should go back to their own countries, that crowd shouting, send her back, can you remember what that felt like?
Yeah.
To you?
I can remember, I have been told, go back to Africa. And like I told them, I didn't come here voluntarily. But if you're brown or you have any melanin in your complexion, he talks about you. He started off with the Hispanics. He wanted to send a Mexican. He called them rapists and murderers. And after that, then he went to the women. He has degraded women. After that, he has gone to the blacks. And he will continue this triad that he has with degrading people until we have a revolutionary war. And that's where I think we're headed.
We're heading towards the contest Donald Trump may well have been spoiling for. Two sides entrenched, opposing visions for America's soul.
Even though both of them may feel patriotic, the patriotism has to do with love your country. Loving your country is above all racism. We need everybody to make America great, because America was great before Donald Trump came into office, and it's a guaranteed fact. The United States is going to be great long after Donald Trump is gone.